Innovative water trap disguised as public seating. Men's washroom. Women, please don't go in here. This is the men's room. The ladies' room is across the hall. Incorrect way up. Placing the product this way up will result in damage. Doctor's office gave me an address and told me they were in the blue building. Bench is designed by someone who hates the concept of sitting down. This hotel said, yeah, I'll take the someone was murdered here pattern please. Could not find my 102 apartment. Not sure they were paying attention while decorating. The entrance of possible doubt. These directional markers at my local hospital are kiwi footprints. Unfortunately, bird footprints look like arrows going the wrong way. Terrible design for a hand gel I got as a freebie from a rep. Or a leave. Dry mouth relief. This bottle cannot stand on its own, but will leak if left horizontal. New lids at Starbucks. The barista said they're not easy to drink out of. Why is every hotel trying to reinvent shower controls? It's supposed to be a floral pattern. It looks like bruises. My dog brush box used a picture of a yoga mat to indicate it prevents matted hair. Maybe not best designed for rent table at hotel, where you place items in the dark before bed. When you skip the typography section of your grap and graphic design course. My local park bench is made of stainless steel. Too cold to sit on in winter, too hot to sit on in summer. Why would you have any color of light on when the unit is off? Green, off, blue, on. This property map legend is just terrible. Legend 1. Building 4. 2. Building 3. 3. Building 1. 4. Building 2. I mix up the buttons for changing brightness on my laptop pretty much every time I want to use them. Darker, brighter. A wine consumption chart from Facebook. Worldwide wine consumption by country in million hectoliters. This Harry Potter projector one literally just looks like a deer darting. This isn't how Wordle works. Lucky guess. Holiday spirit is going to cause some accidents. Spot the traffic lights. Honestly, I can't find any good reason to put 10% of a logo on a corner. It's just weird as hell. My local skate park put sponge padding on the top of every ramp. Which button am I supposed to use? This connect the dots in a fire safety activity book. I was wondering why I kept ending up on the 4th floor after pressing 2. The poor spacing between the letters on Pope Francis' grave. Been stuck sitting in this horrid chair all afternoon. It took me 5 minutes to figure out how to activate the water. You had to spin the golden tip. This Sudoku Christmas tree decoration is clearly a bingo card. New smoothie cup has an airtight seal, making it impossible to snack liquid up through the provided straw. My family took me to the Titanic exhibit for my birthday. Trying to prevent cyclists from using the ramp by bulking the passage to everyone with wheels, strollers, wheelchairs, etc. My soul just fell down these stairs. This bed was designed to wreck my shins at night. Box for this TV mount shows a helpful ruler that's wildly inaccurate. Caldwell Police, ID, roll out new autism awareness vehicle. These bare metal armrests on my hotel chair. I asked. They said these are by design. On a McDonald's Monopoly game, they removed the go to jail character's whistle, but left his cheeks blowing. Calming sensory sticker that has an unsolvable maze. That's super clearish. Don't want to go near the playground in case I catch facky STDs. The thermostat in my hotel room. On or off? On mode. Cool. Fan. High. Hand dryers on matte painted walls. The decorative letting around the edge of this poster completely changes the meaning of intelligent. Determined. Yes I can. Successful. Lena. Empowered. Excellent. Intelligent. Ambitious. I left the union under the tadpole. Xiaomi air purifier reset pinhole button is actually the temp or humidity sensor, and I broke it by sticking a pin into it, trying to reset it. Just finished refurbishing my sauna in northern Wisconsin. Can't wait to take my first steam. Polite notice. Before you think, park, you could endanger a child's life. A power bank with a built-in compass. The compass doesn't work because the battery it's attached to disrupts the magnetic field around it. At what point do you just go, yeah know what, it isn't worth the open floor water feature? The panic button on my key fob is huge, so I can't have it in my pocket without regularly setting off my truck's alarm, unless I keep this makeshift cover on it. Star Strategy cupcakes launched in a business. Tiny toilet signs with minimal differentiation in a busy sports stadium. This toilet at the hotel I went to. The design on the bag the turkey came in looks like mold. He'd into dad rug tour for some T-Pain pills and a Rizzy pack. So we drinking out of mermaids' buttholes now. The place I'm staying has running water on top of a cabinet that doesn't have a sink. The brand of these AAA batteries is AA. This new boardwalk sign in Ocean City, Maryland. Tub access in $1 million home. A tongue sticking out underneath her mouth. Carpet around the drain is crazy. Saw this in Lidl the other day. Why aren't they laying on the blow up mattress itself? The text is so faint, it just sounds stupid. This sign is a picture of a sign of the same shape. The wall paintings in the toilet. A micro SD sized hole right below the micro SD slot. A plastic combination lock that can be pried open in seconds. An overhead bridge with a sharp 120-degree turn. Curling iron. Way too easy to grab the heat side. Plumbing is cool. Why don't women feel safe on Delhi roads? We are the answer. The only text on the women's restroom is the sign pointing to the men's. Saw multiple men come in and out. The ice cubes, it makes fall through the bottom of the shelves, so often when I open and close the door, this happens. How does this mean reduced visibility? Coasters from a local designer, but the sand is elevated, so the cups fall off. Cybertruck by Crack bulks the license plate and brake lights. If only there was a way to make a pizza slice look like a letter A. At night, this window makes it so that you can see into other cubicles. Waste of space and trap hazard. Nothing says safe cycling infrastructure like swerving into traffic to avoid a concrete planter. Ah yes, the rack at 53 inches is bigger than the 64-inch women. Stairway to Heck. Drano suggests to use 1/3 of a bottle, but markings on the side are in 1/4 increments. Maybe the worst font possible. Marriott Hotel nightstand LED aimed at my face. $1,800 per month, 1-bedroom apartment in New Jersey. This double laundry bag with contradictory notation. Dark, light, light, dark. The hidden danger of a pineapple lamp. The timer's on the remote for my lights. Text goes on too long for no reason, making it unclear which door to go through. This birthday plate, where the balloon strings just look like hair. If only you could make a slice of pizza could look like an A. Completely flat sink that doesn't drain water. Accident waiting to happen. I can't charge my phone without the switch being on, but the switch also turns the lamp on. I'm annoyed every time I see this. Mad in England. The air conditioning in this bus has two options. Square and circle. What is on, what is off? Both don't work. Wall mount can't mount wall. The baby changing area in the O'Hare bathrooms. The whole area was soaked, and my 16-month-old's feet were in the sink. Happy Left-Handers Day. From notebooks to kitchen tools, products often cater to right-handers, but your experiences matter just as much. That's why research needs your voice to help shape designs, tools, and tell me and I forget and I forget teach me, and I involve me, and I learn involve me, and I tell me, and I remember involve me, and I forget teach me and I. Happiness is a long heat bubble bath. Another unfortunate line break. Rented a Chevy Blazer. Glad to see physical buttons, but too bad you can't tell what they are while driving. Upper and lower case. My work keyboard has swapped volume keys. Why would this brand do that? Shake my head. Wear no clothes sign actually public nudity penalty warning. Wear no clothes on the street penalty. 400 euros. Fresh green but the pen gives yellow ink and has the yellow color at the bottom. Maybe it's just my imagination, but these lights obfuscate the number instead of making them more legible. The hotel I'm staying at features a glass-ceilinged men's toilet right below the main entrance. Not quite getting the message across. Die for success. A Florida Police Department social media video. It took me a year to find the switch for my bathroom fan. Hideaway bathroom behind stairwell. My old man bought an alarm clock with large numbers. The instruction manual is in the ridiculously small print. Blistering braille. My local Little Caesars. Ace of Spadiumans. A combination no one has ever wanted. So awful I had to make my first post. You may not have warm. Kids word search unevenly spaced. How can they find vertical and diagonal words? ATM in the wall and window of a 1690 building. Page folds on Africa in global hunger map in my textbook. The number on these glasses isn't even close. Sinks that look like urinals next to the actual urinals at a beer garden. If you need a sign, it's Crappy Design. This is a sink, not a urinal. Don't pass in it. This elevator panel is completely unreadable in sunlight. If you look closely, you'll see one in blue color and G in red. The scenic view from the urinal. Box 4 card game says no plastic, when the contents are clearly wrapped in plastic. Completing the crappy set. You can have both the H and the R, or you can have neither. In a Malaysian restaurant in Scotland, staffed by Malaysian folk living in the United Kingdom. What the hell? This open hole on the bottom of the Apple Magic Mouse always catches hairs or fibers that mess with the sensor, and I hate it. If only Louisiana looked like a letter of the alphabet. These running shorts have a pocket for keys on the inside, right in the middle at the back. Perfect so your keys tickle your bet crack as you run. I guess some people may see this as a positive. The switches don't really match up. Cell phones off. Learning on. The orbit of Earth Moon. This gardening nutrient mix that looks like ketchup. It even says great flavor. Do you want a zero protein diet? Look no further. Community features, lighted sidewalks. A bit of a minor gripe, but the word problem is supposed to be upside down. That's the whole joke with the design like this. Helping visually impaired children. A playground where you can get burned in summer. If this food processor container overflows, liquids drain directly onto internal electronics. Safe road for children. Shockingly bad dog toy ad. Is that a dog's head on a bulk man's body? 3 different widths hurts my brain. When I'm my place. Just replaced an office laptop as the old one was too slow. Working on an Excel sheet, where I was trying to hit right Ctrl plus enter, but Copilot kept popping up. Just found out why. My kid's jigsaw toy, not sure what some of the animals are meant to be. I guess you have to sniff these to tell the shampoo from the conditioner. This shoe place I saw an ad for. Can't read anything in this in-flight magazine. If I drive anywhere between 3 PM and sunset, I get blinded by my car's gear shifts around. This stove in a premium Airbnb. Never seen trees planted under a roof before. Hip pinching chairs. I'm a skinny guy, and these dang into my hip bones. How can they possibly be comfortable for anyone wider? The pool of the fountain at my local mall is too small to catch its water, creating a slip hazard around it. This oven's temperature dial design isn't intuitive to say the least. Which direction opens it? The arrows go the same direction. Twist to close and seal. Twist to open and drink. At AMC theaters, running out of toilet paper means you can conveniently make eye contact with your neighbor and ask them to pass some over. The amount of floor space in this single toilet bathroom is the CVS receipt of bathroom floor spaces. Spotted in the Nashville airport. This playground tic-tac-toe boards. Saw this in a hotel in St. Augustine. Of course I know what a power drill looks like, why do you ask? The device has 5 intensity levels, the naming scheme is total crap. Step 1. Pull forward and park in this spot. Step 2. Car pulls in behind you. You are now stuck. A festive idea, but lines are long. Because everyone thinks the red ones are closed. This Vancouver ad. The headline sounds like a start to a punchline that doesn't exist, and the speech bubbles make no sense if you read them intuitively. A green goose, red horse, and brown elephant are moving to Vancouver. Vancouver is such a quiet, peaceful town. Yeah, the people are so nice. And there are so many things to do. Like what? Where do I start? The unfortunate design of this bakery shop's logo. That is definitely crappy. Sorry, what am I allowed to do between 3 PM and 8 PM? Fan regulator where 2 is the fastest, not 5. I love listening to my power generator. Wheelchair amp or MC Escher. They clearly didn't consider how this logo would look when applied to a transparent surface. Remodeled bathroom at work. I guess there wasn't a better place to put the full-size mirror. Please excuse the mess made. Memories are being. These globe decorations decided to leave Europe out, and the rest isn't good either. Shared shower door at youth hostel. A sign in a hotel showing you to your room. When the graphic designer has no idea how graphs actually work. See the weight come off week by week. Studies show that losing weight improves your mood. Your weight. Your mood. The stopper in my travel mug is not solid, so it collects dirt and mold in that crevice. Football field tablecloth that does not look like a football field. Who's ready for some buff knuckle fighting? Moisturizer stopped coming out, so I cut open the tube, and there's still 20% left in it. The world's worst urinal. At least you can't cross the streams. That's a feature that could have been left in the brochure instead of permanently attached to the back of every model in production. Too bad the boat isn't shaped like any of the letters. Waiting is best personal yaw. Safety is chimney. Check you're clean. Bus seat pocket has no bottom and is too loose to hold on to anything. Rosemary is on my kitchen mat twice. Guess they couldn't think of another herb. A logo I came across in the wild that looks like it says something completely different than what was intended. In the public ladies restroom in my local high street, probably the most uncomfortable place ever to have an IBS flare up. Absolutely horrendous graft by The Athletic. Anonymous NHL player poll. Where would you like to see a new NHL team play? This heater that's melting itself. The styling says, in this house, we believe. The text says, we'll see you in court. The entrance to a coach parking area in the UK, where some coaches actually end up getting stuck entering like this one. Hotel lamp requires external light source to find on or off panel. There's no physical switch, and it is not illuminated. I didn't know the tropics extended into Canada, and that the sun casts darkness on the earth. The sun's path during the summer solstice. Wheelchair accessible playground digger that has become inaccessible due to all the rocks being dumped out. The scoop isn't low enough to reach the ones outside the pen. The idiots that designed this garbage truck only allow the hood to open halfway, making repairs needlessly difficult.